Hi and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Fola, and if you're not, it's nice to have you back. In this video, we're going to be discussing 3 things that I wish I knew in school that I feel might help you as well in your journey through school. Now, the number one thing is to resume early. Personally, when I was in school, I was actually going late everywhere. I resumed late. I would go to lectures late sometimes. So it's just God that was saving me. So if I'm here advising you to resume early, then please, I know that at this point you want to ask, why the heck should I resume early? I'll resume whenever I want to resume. Well, I mean, definitely resume whenever you want to resume, but there are some benefits to resuming early that I'm going to mention very briefly. If you've just gained admission and it's your first time in the school, like you're a fresher, then resume early. But if you've been there before, you're already used to the system, then you definitely know whether you need to resume early or not. The number one thing or the number one reason is because of accommodation. Whether it's a school hostel or hostels around the school, if you resume early in a school hostel, you're allowed to choose a good spot. Like by then, people are not back yet, so you get to choose a good place that has all the things that you need, probably even the privacy that you want. But once you come late and almost everywhere else is occupied, you have to settle for whatever space they are able to give to you. If you're staying outside the school as well, if you don't resume early, before you resume, all of those vacant hostels that maybe the previous final year students were staying and then they graduated and moved out of them, by the time you're resuming late, most of those spaces are taken up. Getting an accommodation will be an headache for you, and by that time the price might have increased. Whatever hostel space that you later find might be expensive and still not be good, might be far from school safe, might be very far from the school itself. So resume early because of good accommodation, if not for any other reason, especially if you're a fresher. Another reason why you should consider resuming early is because of it's a new environment, right? And you want to have time to get used to the environment before all the pressure of going to lectures every day and all of that. Get used to your environment, maybe even get used to the school itself, know where your department is, know where your faculty is, just get used to your neighbors, the places where they buy things, just get to know all of those things. Because if lecture is starting tomorrow and then you just resume the day before the lecture and then you're just trying to sort yourself, it might be a lot of stress. Well, depending on the kind of school. Anyways, some school systems are designed to frustrate your life. Okay, don't take that seriously, but some school systems can be very, very stressful, such that when their lectures start, it is very, very choking. Like, they don't really have time for themselves. Now, one more thing is because of the registration process, right? Because it can be stressful to be combining some registrations with lectures and all of that. Then one last thing, it is during the early days of resumption that some school politics happen. Basically, if you're somebody that is interested in politics, then resuming early might actually help you, because maybe if you are aiming for a particular post, you have started to maybe do a thing or two in line with that post because you resumed early, right? For instance, you want to be a class governor. If you resume early, you're already doing a bit of class governor duties. Everybody is starting to get to know you. When the lecturer calls out for somebody, a representative, you're already, going to represent and all of those things. By the time it's time for elections, people already see that, or people have already seen that you're capable. People have already seen that you can do it, you can handle the post. It is very, very likely that you will win over somebody that maybe resumed yesterday. People don't even know the person yet, and then the person wants to vie for the position. Maybe they've started classes 2 weeks or lectures 2 weeks, and then the person later resumes and the person wants to be a governor. Obviously, people will vote for the person that has been there for them, that has been around since day one. So if you're considering things like that, then resuming early is an advantage for you. Another thing that I wish I knew when I resumed school is that nobody knows what they are doing, honestly. So you see all those people that are looking like they know their way around, that they are looking like big boys and girls. Guy, nobody knows what they are doing, because all of you guys just got into the school, all of you guys just entered a new environment. So literally everybody is still trying to figure out their lives. Everybody is still trying to get used to the environment, to make friends and all of those things. But you just see some people, it will just look like the school is their natural habitat, and then maybe you're feeling inside of you, you're feeling confused, you're feeling maybe a little lost sometimes, and then you're looking at some people, it's looking like they already have their whole lives figured out. I'm telling you, everything is just steez. Like, inside of them, they also are confused in some areas. They also are looking to find good friends and all of that. But some people, the way they will look at it, it's usually like, let me not talk to that person because that person may snub me. Don't get intimidated. Ask questions when you need to ask questions. If there is an office that you need to do your registration, don't feel stupid for asking questions from your mates. Don't feel like they will look at you like, have you been in this school? Why are you asking silly questions like that? Don't feel that way. Don't feel like they are going to look at you like you don't know what you're doing. No, nobody knows what they are doing. Everybody is trying to figure out themselves. Maybe you need to borrow lecture notes or get study materials. Just be free with your mates, be free with your course mates. At the end of the day, everybody is there to learn. You all are students, so don't allow anybody to intimidate you in ways that are not making sense. All these things, later you laugh about them because you see that person that is looking like you can't ever talk to. By the time you actually talk to the person, you discover that the person is actually a warm person or a nice person. Maybe at the end of the day, you guys could eventually even be best of friends. Just do your thing, just be yourself and relate well with people and ask questions where necessary. Okay, so one last thing that I wish I knew in uni is this. There are some people who are in school that are always carrying books up and down. Like literally when you see them, every time you see them, they're always like, oh, I want to go and read, oh, I want to go and study. See, don't let anybody intimidate you. Fine, let them motivate you to read. But many of them, they literally will put the book in front of them and then face their partner and gist from morning till evening, or maybe I don't know, whatever time it is that they went to study, that's their business. They literally will just open the book and then do something else the entire time. People will see them and think that they are serious or something. I mean, you definitely should have a study schedule. You should have a study routine for yourself. Make sure that you're reading, but do not allow yourself to be pressured. You know yourself better. If you read better at night, read at night. If you read better during the day, read during the day. Rest when you should. Don't allow all the pressure to make you feel like, oh, I should never rest, I should be carrying book everywhere. No, life is still all about balance. Try to get some rest as often as possible. And if you're not a night person, don't go and force yourself to read at night all the time. Be going for night class every day because your mates are going, and then some of your mates that are going, they'll still get there and then sleep the whole night, then bring their books, pack them the next morning and come home, and you'll be feeling like, oh my god, I'm not serious with my life. But if it is helpful to you, if you know that, oh, I actually read well at night, then you can go for night class and go and read and all of that. So it depends on you. Know yourself, know what works for you, but do not allow any other person to pressure you into doing things that do not actually work for you. Okay, so with this I've come to the end of this video. Anyways, thanks for sticking around, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, please like the video, share with people that might enjoy the video as well, and subscribe. Please don't leave without subscribing. Yeah, see you in my next video. Bye.